Bobby Sorello's journey began on the storied streets of New Jersey, where the old guard of the Genovese and Gambino crime families held sway. In those days, the five families dominated organized crime in New York City and across the Hudson in New Jersey. But to young Bobby, these men were more than gangsters. They were sovereign protectors of the neighborhood. They operated as a shadow governance, a street sovereignty that kept order when official institutions failed. Beneath the neon diner signs and iron-wrought stoops, Bobby saw capos and soldiers not as mere criminals, but as wardens of their communities. They financed local businesses, settled disputes, and ensured that petty thieves and outside predators never dared disrupt the peace on their blocks. In a sense, these families stood as guardians, albeit ruthless ones, fending off chaos and outside interference. It was an era when loyalty and omerta, code of silence, were a shield, and the people in the neighborhood slept soundly under the mafia's protective wing. However, this fragile peace carried a price. The crime families did profit from gambling, loan sharking, and illicit trades. Yet even in vice, there was a code. Hard drugs were initially forbidden on their turf. Violent crime was kept in-house. And anyone who hurt women or children faced brutal retribution. Bobby's father would often recount in hushed tones how the men kept the block safe. Back then, not even the cops would venture here at night without our boys, he'd say with a mix of pride and fear. For Bobby, these tales burned bright, forging his early notion that power independent of the state could protect the innocent. The mafia had become, in his eyes, a necessary bulwark against a greater corruption looming beyond the city limits.